Mama Mondays is sponsored by Colorado Connected, a website full of ideas for parents. And now, here are the mamas.
Hey everyone, it's Mama Time and Papa Time this Monday morning, and so I'm excited to hear how everyone is doing. Please welcome Diane Miles. She's back with us, Sarah Linty, the fabulous Sarah. And of course, from Big Brother to Daily Blast Live, it's host and dad of two beautiful boys, Jeff Schroeder, is back in the mix. How are you guys?
Doing well, doing well. That was quite the intro. Thank you.
I know. Kiddos back in school?
Kids.
For everybody?
Yeah,
I know the boys
back,
are back. My girls are back. Jeff, what about your boys?
Boys are back in school, and they're both in the same school now. So kindergarten and second grade, which is great. My youngest one was having a tough time, like, adjusting because he was in his own school, but now his big brother's there.
Totally.
Nice.
Yep.
No pun on the big brother thing, but yeah.
Yeah, and that right there makes a big difference because I went through the same thing with my girls. Once they started together, it was a game changer. Okay, well, this first topic is because we were recently on a vacation. You went on a vacation not too long ago. I know you were in California a few weeks ago.
Yep.
I'm sure you did some traveling too.
Done a couple things.
A couple things, but anyway, my older daughter was being mean to like the little one, right? And says, "Oh, Anna, you cry every time just to get your way." Well, the little one fired back immediately and goes, "Well, Ava keeps secrets from you, Mom." And she looks at me and I'm like, "What?" And she goes, "Yeah." The little one jumps in again and says she has TikTok and she watches it under the covers when you go to sleep. And I'm like, "Ava, why are you doing it?" It turned into a whole, right? And of course, Ava wanted to kill the little one and whatever. But it brought me to this. How do we keep track of what our tech-savvy kiddos are really doing on that phone?
It's tough unless you have like some sort of monitor, right? That, you know, the devices now, you could block them from certain things or see how long they've been on the device. I would like to say I keep up with that, but I don't. But the tattling thing is very real. You know, like Lawson was on this or he's doing that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know, nobody likes a tattletale, but then sometimes parents do.
You find out about
Parents
things.
love a tattletale.
Yeah.
Of course I do. Yes. I loved Anna in the moment.
Yeah.
You know.
Right. Give me all the secrets.
Exactly.
What else is happening? I went through their phones.
You,
Phone check.
oh my gosh, I was going to ask you that. That's actually my next question. So that's good because I've done that too. But we're in the similar age range, Sarah, with the 8 and 9-year-olds. Where are you at with that?
So only one of mine has a watch, and I noticed when we were on vacation, he was doing Snapchat with some child named Lily, and then he became very upset because Lily was being mean to him, and then we had to have like a come to Jesus. I was like, this part of the problem is not just for me Snapchat, but the way that it makes him feel, right? So I'm currently trying to navigate, how do I do this? Because his now new social life is on roadblocks and it's not good, and I actually don't know how to do it, so I don't really have an answer for this one because it's new.
Is it, my son plays, I forgot, Fortnite, I think it is, and they talk through
Roblox, it's like they're simulating life, and like on one, he's in a family, and he's gotten to know all these people, and this
Right,
one
because it's like
gal is
interactive.
not nice.
You
You could
You
talk
play
through
with
the
other people.
controller,
Yeah,
right?
and it's strange, and so I'm having to rethink. I don't know. The answer is I don't know. Because I don't, on the one hand, I don't want him, I'd rather us be open about it than me having to do phone checks one day or an Apple or a watch check you know?
Yeah.
I think everyone's learning, though, as parents, especially with technology as it progresses.
Because it's everywhere.
Yeah.
And then as parents, you're also like, well, I can't take that away from them completely because it's kind of how the world works nowadays, right? And you want them growing up with everyone else and not be completely out of everything that's happening. But I do worry because Ava is 15, going on 16, and that is when they start getting very curious. They start doing things.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
What's wrong with TikTok?
We had this conversation
Ava's
before.
I think her daughter's so wise, and
She is, but remember we talked about TikTok, and my issue with TikTok are the challenges that they put out there. There's some peer pressure on TikTok about, hey, do this challenge. See if you could drink 10 gallons of water in under 60 seconds. And at an age where Ava is, I feel like they're very vulnerable. I feel like they are trying so hard to belong and be a part of what's trending. That is my issue with TikTok.
Yeah.
I just don't care for the content. I'm not all about like, oh my God, China's going to steal all our info. It's more of the content and what kiddos find cool nowadays.
This is going to sound nuts, but I think it would be interesting if when we come back to Mama Mondays, if we actually did a little research on it individually and actually said, this is, I don't know, because I actually need to read about it, right? I want to know what psychologists say. I don't know.
You know, and I think that's where I go with it. Like, what are we doing to our kids with technology where you belong to a family in a digital space?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Human interaction, like this is less and less because kids are online and that's where their community is. Like, what is that doing to their mental? It can't be good. And we've talked about this before. We got to disconnect. We got to. If I was in a fight with my girlfriend, we weren't on social media afterwards and I had to see her out with other friends or whatever. Like, I left you and I was clueless. Now,
No, it is true.
it's just access. You can be mean to kids.
Yeah, no,
24/7.
Yeah, it's an issue.
I think check the phones.
Check the phones. Okay, we're going to get to that. Now, your kiddos are a little bit younger.
5 and 7.
5 and 7, but I'm pretty sure, Jeff, that they're also into the gadgets and
They're into the gadgets. They're more onto like watching YouTube, you know, not so much the
that too,
phones.
which is interesting too.
Right. Yeah, it's interesting, but we really, you know, I grew up, I think we all did, playing outside and all that, getting into trouble. That's kind of how you learn. I mean, nothing crazy, but that's kind of how you learn. And we live in a beautiful little cul-de-sac. To the left of us are 2 little girls. To the right of us are 4, 3 boys and a girl. Then some. So they're always outside playing, and we really encourage them to go out. And if they're on their phone too much, like, you got to get outside and get some air. But as far as like technology goes with like TikTok and stuff, China takes their TikTok and they have parental guides on it that it goes off at 10 o'clock and it starts at 6 and it's all driven towards positivity and motivation and learning a craft. So it's really different than the social media we have here. And I think we need to adjust to that.
Really?
And I think we can fix that. All of us could fix for that on iPads, phones, watches, all of it. So I think we just probably have to.
We have to do it, but in my case, sometimes I don't. And the algorithms I've noticed too are a little bit weird with TikTok. So I just prefer them not to have it until I stop paying for that phone. You can do whatever you want.
And there's a jealousy factor because those people on YouTube and TikTok make a lot of money.
Yes,
and
they
I'm like,
do.
This idiot's making $100 million a year. Shut that off.
Well, Sarah, real quick, in case you're wondering, I do know what Eli, one of your twins, is doing with his phone. Oh. Sarah, real quick, in case you're wondering, I do know what Eli, one of your twins, is doing with his phone. Oh.
He's calling your daughter.
Yes,
And
he's calling
The other
Ava.
night, I was like, who are you saying I love you to? He said, Ava. And I'm like, oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah, so we're all sitting there.
He's calling her.
We're sitting there watching a movie, the 3 of us, and Ava's like, oh my God. And I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, it's Eli. And I'm like, well, answer it, it's Eli. And she's like, okay, I'm just gonna text him back. And he calls again and again and again. And we're like, I'm like, Ava, just answer. It was cute.
I love you, Ava.
It was so cute. And then
He has a crush on her.
He
for
does.
Sure.
And then he left her a voice text, like a voice message, and he's like, Ava, where are you? Are you okay? Ava, I love you.
See, this is why I have to get rid of the watch.
Oh, so they're calling through the watch.
He's calling through the watch.
Yeah.
Oh. And Ava's like, what do I do?
He's 9. He's calling essentially a 15-and-a-half-year-old. The boldness.
You know,
He's learning to take a shot.
A little heartbreak. He knows what he wants.
I'm like that.
I thought it was adorable. And Ava goes, do you think Miss Sarah knows about this? I'm like, I don't know.
I was like, if he's going to call anyone, it's Claudia's daughter. She's
Ava.
my dear friend. It's Ava. Like,
safe.
So whose contact? Is it your contacts that are in the phone, or do you limit how many contacts are in his watch?
I limited the amount of contacts, but he called my friend the other day who was running in Leadville, and he was like, "Hey Anna," she's like, "I'm running." You know, so anyway, I guess I need to get better.
It was really cute because he's like, Ava, I love you. And Ava's like, oh my God. For you guys watching this morning, if you have any questions for the Mama panel, join the conversation by sending us an email to mycoco@9news.com. We love to hear from you guys. Thank you, mamas and papas.
Thank you. This is amazing.
It's the one and only.